this might be more of a challenge than you'd expect. Yeah. Because I have to use a power bomb to break that block, I don't think I can get over there very easily. It's probably not impossible, but I think it's too much work for the amount of gain I would get. There's an item up there, but I think it's not worth our time. So given our current situation, I think entering Meridia would be horrible. Water disables basically all your power-ups. So let's not do that. We'll get a suit, hopefully, one day that lets us go through water, but that's like maybe the one item left that we really, really need to finish the game in a reasonably easy fashion. Although, you know, some missiles at some point would be pretty generous of the game. Oh, the grappling hook! Beam, whatever. Hook from Zelda, beam from Super Metroid. You can handle this. I think I saw some normal missiles up there, which is, you know, nice. Not as good as super missiles. And some energy, sure. We're getting lots of energy tanks. Well, I can complain if I get stuck in a spot I can't escape from. We've been quite lucky in the first couple rooms, it's true. I actually think if we hadn't got the morph ball, we would have been stuck, though. If I had just gotten, like, more super missiles or something, I don't think we would have been able to play. Even with the amazing screw attack and space jump, there's not a lot of places you can get. Oh, we can take a shortcut here. Yeah, now we got normal missiles. Very, very useful. I don't think I needed them that badly. It's actually 50 normally. There's 10 super missile stations in the game normally. But, and 135 or 45 normal missiles. But, because we're playing random, I've seen it go over 100. Once you get past 95, it turns into, like, symbol mode. It's kind of like if you ever played very first Super Mario Bros. If you get more than 99 lives, it starts giving you weird symbols. It's kind of like that. So luckily we have the various suit. If we didn't have the various suit, this area would be... well, we'd be in a lot bigger rush, basically. Shoot that way. Drop this power bomb? There we go. So as of right now, we're just wandering around collecting whatever cool loot we can find. Like multiple super missiles. At this rate, we're going to get a lot of super missiles. And then the occasional normal missile, of course. Now, I'm hoping I can get out of this fire. Normally you would have the high jump boots, which helps. Yeah, we can probably jump high enough. Waste horse. Fire horses. And... Alright, we're good. Mario 64? Yeah, maybe one day. Maybe. I've only actually beaten it like twice. It wasn't one of the games I really spent a ton of time on. Not Defiance. Star Fox I've thought about. It's relatively difficult to play Star Fox well while commentating for me, I found. It takes a lot of concentration to not suck. And when you're trying to commentate, it takes a lot of your focus out. Oh, right, there's also one of the hardest items to find in the game right there. High jump boots, thank you very much. This is one of those item locations that's real sneaky. But now we can jump high. Woohoo! Very, very good. I'm glad I thought of it. I almost forgot. I just want to open the door and went in. Because once you go into this room, you have to run away. Or you die in a deep, deep, fiery pit. So there you go. You have to run out or basically you burn to death. If you don't have the speed booster here, it's aileron twists. They're not even really barrel rolls. It's ridiculous. I hate that barrel roll saying, I gotta say. I think if I ever do a Star Fox Let's Play, I'll probably just end up banning anyone who says do a barrel roll. Or maybe I'll give everyone like one pass, and if they say it twice, then they just automatically get banned from the channel permanently. Oh no, I fell! It's because in actual Flying Reaper, a barrel roll is useless. The correct term, I believe, is called an aileron twist, and it's essentially pointless in a dogfight. It does nothing. So the fact that everybody in Star Fox thought it was so amazing, and that your flight pal would tell, yeah, no, he's telling you to use it to help you not get shot down. In Star Fox, it does reflect all enemy lasers, so it has a use, I guess. But in real life, it's not going to save you if you're being shot at. Do not do a barrel roll / aileron twist. It will not help. I don't know why I'm fighting these guys. Easier just to squish them like that. Ow. Ow! Stop. I don't know why I'm even going this way. Why am I going this way? I don't know whose side you're on. I never trust the chat. Oh yeah, the Top Gun trick, that doesn't work either. Nice try. All those cool stunts that you see in video games and movies, yeah, they don't actually work in real life. I remember someone talking about that one. If someone tried to pull the Top Gun stunt in real life, the guy behind him would just slow down and shoot them with a missile. It really wouldn't cause them any problem at all. I guess I should go through this way. There's an item to pick up. I trust you as much as I trust any random name from the internet. So, you know, that might give you a bit of a hint. Top Gun has missiles. So does, well, I guess I don't know about Star Fox. Star Fox has power bombs, I guess. Come on. On a scale from 0 to 100. No, most people, it's not exactly 0, because I would say 0% trust for people who, like, have wronged me. Like, say you lent a friend, like, 10 bucks, whatever, some number, and then they never gave it back. Then you start losing points on the trust meter, you know, and as time goes on, you know, maybe they can work back the punishment and earn the trust meter back up. But I don't know. Random internet friends, I don't know where you start at exactly. Probably 30s or 40s, maybe. Not very high. Okay, we get another... Well, this is where you usually get the ice beam. I wouldn't mind picking up the ice beam right now, to be honest. -2. Yeah, it's probably like -10 every time you post a video onto the Steam chat as a link. So you might be in negatives, to be honest. Another energy tank! Well, we're getting a lot of these. Still, for a random run, I think it's pretty good. Pretty overpowered, I guess. But it could be worse. Instead of getting those 5 normal missile upgrades, we could have gotten gravity suit. We could have got... We could have got the plasma beam already. That's awesome when you get that super fast. Oh, can I even make it out of here like this? Yeah, I can do the trick. Normally need the ice beam. And I suppose... I don't know if you can break that part. I could just go down this way anyway. I need power bombs and speed booster for this to work. But while we're down here... And yes, I think I've decided to sort of save the boss parts for later. Okay, so if I do this correctly, we can get some more power bombs. There we go. This is another one of those item blocks that's really difficult to pick up every time. Very easy to miss. Because every platform in here disappears when you step on it. It's kind of Long War style trolling. Now, if we go down there, we have to fight a boss. I'm trying to avoid bosses for now. So we'll not go down yet. If possible, I would really like to have the plasma beam before I go down that direction. Okay, we'll go down that way then. I gotta love getting exactly what I said I wanted right before I get it. So I got the plasma beam. It's incompatible with the spazer beam, so it's like we only have one exactly. Maybe, George. It's hard to say. Anyway, you guys get to see a cool glitch today. Lucky everybody, including the YouTube for later. So the first boss we'll fight will be the Crocomere. Oh, maybe it's only with the charge. Maybe that's all it is. But you can cause game slowdown here anyway. I've been messing around. Would an alien side... You just have to balance it so that, if you're playing as the aliens, it wasn't, like, super easy. I don't know how you would balance it. Maybe multiple alien factions so they're not all totally working together. Anyway, that was pretty easy. While he's burning, we'll just go pick up some missiles. Well, and you gotta think, if you're playing as the aliens, you have to let the XCOM get all the psionic powers and the mechs and Genemons and stuff, so they could probably build a pretty good team to fight back. You just have to balance it for it. It'd be still pretty cool. I'd like to have a game slightly designed a little differently where you can play as the aliens. Less effective once they get flamethrowers, basically, though. Not a single super missile out of that. Berserkers would be pretty good in versus. I would have to think. The wave beam, that's one we needed. Well, ethereals don't really flank. They just need to be in the back, safe somewhere. This is a different planet. They were never dead here. I mean, space pirates are essentially giant insects. They look like giant praying mantises. So, this is a considerably different planet than Earth. We got enough. Let's continue. think if chrysalids had Sprinter... A lot of them get Sprinter already, to be honest, in Long War. And Lightning Reflexes. They already get that. I mean, they might not have 50 movement, but... I can't speak for Hitbox. I have no idea. If it really ends up being lousy, then next time I'll just go back to Twitch or something anyway, but... I figured I would try something different. One free attack per turn. Yeah, some enemies get, what's it called? Close encounters and light them up. I don't think the AI is very good at using things like close encounters, though. But it is given to a lot of stuff. So I haven't been really talking about the game much lately, but I do have like the majority of the items now. What am I missing? The ice beam and the charge. Yeah, the charge beam. We even had a request for the charge beam earlier. More power bombs. I think this will go pretty quick. I don't know how long I've been playing this so far. Maybe like 45 minutes. But I think we'll be finishing it up sooner rather than later. Probably could go to the end already. If I just started focusing on killing the bosses, I could probably do it. We're probably strong enough. More super missiles would be nice. Anyway, this completes this area of the Norfair exploration. I suppose to be... Yeah, I think I'll clean out the dangerous Norfair area too before we head back. I would really like to get I would really like to get the gravity suit before we have to go into the next, before we go to Meridia, which is where I would like to go next. Oh wait, I can't go that way. I do need the gravity suit to get through there. Never mind. Thought I could go down there. Need the gravity suit first. We need space jump and the gravity suit. We're so far in it now. I forget exactly what items I need to get to which place. There's probably a way to jump through that area that I was going towards. If you knew what you were doing. But I think it's too difficult for me. We'll go somewhere else. We spend a lot of time at Norfair already anyway. Well, on my end, it must be Hitbox because I'm still have not dropped a single frame. This game is really easy for me to stream on my side. So all I can suggest is trying to reload Hitbox and praying basically after that, I guess. It should still be uploading, or it should still be streaming at 720, and that's kind of what we get. We could go say hello to Kraid. He's normally the first real boss. Seeing as you guys have been talking about giant dinosaurs. I think this is actually one of the items we can't get right now, right here. With no bombs, I can't do the bomb jump. Oh, I can do it. Never mind. Didn't need to do the bomb jump for that. Haha. Let's go deal with Kraid. We'll be fine. Pretty overpowered, to be honest. That was the mini Kraid. We just ran right through him. Like he was nothing. Alright, hope you guys are ready. Here he comes. He's pretty big. Couldn't get the double hit. He's kind of like a giant dinosaur, you could say. Now, of course, normally you don't have, like, screw attack, plasma gun, and space jump. So, you know... Nope, not the same boss mechanics. You can kill this guy. There's no lava. They get knocked back when you hit him in the mouth, but it's different. Oh, good! Our reward was a power bomb. So we now have more power bombs than you can usually get at max. That's super, super useful. I was really hoping for something good. That's normally where you get the various suits, so we've caught up to that point. Ow. Ow. Ow, my face. Ow, my foot. Ow, my everything. Baby dinosaur die. Yeah, Glory, that's kind of what I thought. We do, you know, we should get normal bombs at some point. We never did get bombs. Oh, you can just jump these guys. Ah, it's always the brother downloading stuff. Now, this is an interesting one. This is usually an energy tank in normal Super Metroid, so that's fun. I am mostly only PC. I do have a 3DS though, for instance. But I don't really play it very much. Starting to get worried about Meridia though. I don't have any way to get through it easily. Smash Brothers, I played the 64 GameCube and Wii versions at least, but not the 3DS one, no. I only have 2 games. No, 3 games, sorry. Oh no, I missed my jump. You're doing so good. Okay. Let's try this again. I almost had it looking like a pro. There we go. That's all it is. Oh no, I have to shoot that one. This is going to be a little bit different. I have to shoot that and still get up in time before it closes again. There we go. No! No! Okay, come on. I can do this. I've done this before, I know. You're supposed to have the ice beam to freeze the Ripper dudes, but yeah, that's a bit I remember. I know I've had to struggle through that a couple times. Ah, no! Stop eating me! I do not need to be eaten. Alright. Now, we're coming upon the spot where you usually get power bombs first, the way I play anyway. And we get normal missiles. Super, super valuable normal missiles. Energy tank, sure. I think we've got a lot more energy tanks than usual by this point in the game. I suppose we should go to the wrecked ship next, seeing as we're kind of on my way. It's kind of what I was thinking of doing next anyway. The band? Yes. Yes, I have definitely heard of Iron Maiden Reaper. Start resting my throat. I got a long way to go on this 24 hours. I'm not even like halfway through. Not the torturing device, yeah. Although, are they the same thing? Ha ha ha! Oh, this was traditionally a missile. A charity stream, not a torturing stream. Who's being tortured? I'd say all those poor sods that tried to join the XCOM team were tortured. Well, they died pretty quickly, to be honest. Wasn't that bad. Let's go deal with the Phantom Eye. Should be able to get through this bit of the game pretty darn fast. It's a pretty small area anyway, and usually you come here with like 5 super missiles and 4 energy tanks or so. So this should be much, much smoother. Although normally you'd have bombs. I'll admit that much. Yeah, this is one of the ones that made it to the Terraria version. I still have no power beam, interestingly enough. Charge beam. Alright. You can see he's much bigger in this version. I can just turn into invincible mode. No, I'm not gonna get beat there. So normally this phase is quite the pain. I love Screw Attack. I think the next one... There's one at the very end where he opens his eye, and if you're fast, you can hit him on it. I believe he takes 5 super missiles, give or take. Terraria Metroid was a fun game, nothing wrong with that. There's just only so many episodes of Terraria I can record and upload before it's just too many. It's kind of going to be the same with XCOM at some point. I missed him. Invisible Phantom. Probably one more to finish. Yeah, it's really the beginning of Terraria that mostly gets me tired out. I don't like having to get the first copper, iron, silver, blah 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 over and over again. I'm sure lots of people on YouTube know. Nope. Ah, I wanted to hit him. He dead? Still not dead? Gee whiz. This guy just isn't dying. Oh, this is just taking forever for such an easy fight. Come on, Fantoon. Open your eyeball. There we go. Gotcha.